Weekend musings. No labor strife for the Houston Texans and the NFL. For now, with Super Bowl 60 long in the rearview mirror, the NFL is gearing up for the official start of the new season and the flurry of financial and personnel activity in tow. We are getting some initial tip-offs to the madness, from the purges in Miami to the restructuring of Patrick Mahomes' massive contract. Yet we are in a bit of a NFL lull. Until the tampering period and the start of the new year starts, there is not much to say about this sport. That is not the case for other sports. Currently, the NBA is starting the stretch run towards the playoffs. Baseball's spring training is underway. Soccer leagues continue their race to a dramatic conclusion. You also have the spectacle of the Winter Olympics and the promise of the World Cup coming. Even the burgeoning promise of spring football with the UFL is on the horizon, as its kickoff is slated within the next month or so. Yet, amid the on-field headlines, there are some off-field concerns. Look at baseball. Even with the promise of a new season, many a headline looks towards the end of the season, when the current collective bargaining agreement, CBA, is set to expire. If there is a sport that knows the potential damage that labor issues can bring, it is baseball. Some of those concerns came to the forefront in baseball's recent offseason, when teams like the LA Dodgers, coming off back-to-back World Series, addressed their two biggest shortcomings: bullpen, outfield, by signing the two best options to major paydays. This is on top of the Dodgers' rather large payroll, which gives them a marked advantage when it comes to talent acquisition. Consider that the money the Dodgers signed Edwin Diaz and Kyle Tucker to alone is greater than the combined payrolls of some other teams, and the issues of labor, pay and business can easily dominate a sporting narrative. The owners for MLB seem all but certain to press for a salary cap, and it is very likely that they will lock out the players when the CBA ends on December 1st. The players have already indicated that a salary cap is a no-go red line, but their situation is hurt by massive leadership turmoil, when the MLB Players Association leader Tony Clark suddenly resigned last week as revelations of an inappropriate relationship surfaced. While the season offers excitement, expect the subplot of the pending labor situation to haunt the 2026 season. Hopefully the wild card of a strike does not happen, but labor battles can bring about devastating consequences. Additionally, recent sports headlines about labor aren't confined to the Big Four. The WNBA season is approaching fast. Or it would be, except that the WNBA players and leadership have been in a lockout status since the end of the most recent season. With the league experiencing exponential growth in media coverage and updated TV contracts, issues about player salaries and revenue distribution are an inevitable side effect. For the WNBA players, the chance to increase salaries is a major plus with all of the renewed attention, but what the players want versus what the powers that be feel comfortable providing financially is a major sticking point. At present, the WNBA owners, leadership and players remain divided on a new CBA. Will it get resolved in time for the start of a new season? Some stars aren't so sure. Breanna Stewart has already signed with a European squad for the 2026 season, and even with unrivaled supplementing the incomes of some stars, it may not be a shock if other players do the same thing. A work stoppage or loss of games, which is a reality if the CBA is not approved by March 10, would be a massive disappointment for a league seeing its best stretch of headlines in years.